Welcome children to your geography class, and our today's topic is minerals. So without wasting our time, let's start our topic minerals. A substance which is found in the earth crust and which generally has a definite chemical composition is called mineral. There are two types, metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. Metallic minerals are those from which we obtain metal. Iron, gold, copper, silver, aluminium are some of the important metals which we extract from metallic minerals. Metallic minerals may be ferrous or non-ferrous. Ferrous minerals like iron ore, manganese and chromites contain iron, while the non-ferrous minerals does not contain iron but have gold, silver, copper, lead, etc. Non-metallic minerals are those which do not contain metals. Coal, mica, sulfur, potash, petroleum are some of the important non-metallic minerals. Man has been using different resources of energy at different stages of his growth. Due to increase in the population and development, demand of energy resources has been increased considerably. So basically there are two types of energy resources, conventional resources and non-conventional resources. Here conventional resources are those which are non-renewable, means which once used cannot be replaced in short interval of time, for example coal, mineral, natural gas, etc. While the non-conventional resources are those which we can use again and again. Water, solar energy, wind, all these are examples of non-conventional energy resources. Moving on to the metallic ores, the first we will discuss here is about the iron ore. Iron ore is the basis of modern civilization, as most of the things which we are using in our daily life are made up of iron. Either we are talking about the machine tools, construction of the buildings, factories, various means of transport, all these are made up of iron ore. USA, Russia, Ukraine, Australia, Brazil, India and Canada are the major producers of iron ore in the world. While in India, most of the iron ore mines are in the state of Odisha, Karnataka, Goa, Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand. Copper is a reddish brown metal that has been widely used for more than 5,000 years. Due to its good conduction of heat and electricity, it is used for making utensils, radiators, refrigerators, etc. Copper is also used to make alloys such as the brass and bronze. Whereas bauxite is an ore of aluminium. Aluminium is a light metal which is also a good conductor of heat and electricity, and due to this it is used for making utensils, spare parts of mobiles, aeroplanes and in the shipbuilding industry. By mixing it with other metals, alloys are produced. Gold is one of the most coveted metal in the world. It is used in the manufacture of coin, medals, jewelries, etc. Because of its usefulness and diverse properties, it remained as a medium of exchange for a long period of time. Silver is also a precious metal produced in India. It is valued next only to gold and used for making ornaments due to its softness and attractive white color. Mexico is the leading producer of silver, while China, Australia, Russia and USA are the major producers of gold in the world. Moving to the mica, a non-metallic mineral. It is made up of series of plates or the leaves, and it can be converted into thin sheets. It has an excellent dielectric strength, insulating properties and high resistance, and due to all these it is one of the most indispensable mineral used in electric and electronic industry. While manganese is an important mineral which is used for making iron and steel, steel is an alloy of iron. It is also used for making paint, glass and chemicals, etc. Moving on to the process of extraction of minerals from the earth's surface, this is called mining, and there are various methods to extract the minerals from the earth's surface. The first one is the open cast mining, in which all the vegetation is cleared and the waste rock is also removed. A pit is dug into the ground to reach the mineral seam. Whereas in the underground mining, a tunnel called the decline is created to allow the workers and the machinery to reach the location of the mineral. Stopes are the large openings or the rooms connected by the tunnel in which miners drill and blast the ore. The pillars or the wall is created between each room to prevent the mine from collapsing. After drilling and blasting, the ore is removed using remote controlled vehicles or boggers. The other methods are shaft mining and drilling. In shaft mining, a vertical tunnel from the top to the down is created where there is initially no access to the bottom, while in drilling, a process under which deep wells are bored to take the minerals out. Petroleum and natural gas occur far below the earth's surface, so deep wells are bored to take them out. Minerals are the natural products which nature gift us. So we need to conserve these. Otherwise, our future generation will not be able to see these things. To conserve the minerals, we are supposed to follow few steps, out of which main are reducing the wastage of minerals, practicing 3 R's, better technology to refine or to extract the minerals or the metals from the ores. So in this chapter we studied about the minerals, kinds of minerals and their uses. I hope that these short clips will help you to understand each and every topic given in the book in a better way. Thank you.